Chrono Trigger is being seen as one of the greatest RPGs of all time. And finally, last weekend, after I beat Saints Row 2, I started playing Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo Mini. And about half an hour ago, I finally beat the game. It took me 25 hours. I almost completed all the side quests you can do. I was level 54. And here is my small review of Chrono Trigger. And of course, the question is this truly one of the greatest, if not the greatest RPG ever made? First I want to mention is its storyline. I really like the whole time travel aspect, going to the prehistoric age up until the end of time. I really liked doing that. I really also liked that in some quests you do in, let's say, the past, you'll see a little bit of a difference in the present or in the future. I really enjoyed that too. So its storyline really captivated and wanted me to keep going and to see what's happened, and of course to end the end of the world. Graphically, it's probably one of the best Super Nintendo games that I have played. It looks fantastic, and especially the character designs are awesome. I really like how Chrono is designed, especially how he holds his blade. I don't know why, I just thought it was really, really cool. Music is god tier. I mean, the music is excellent, extremely good, but I already knew that. I actually listened to a lot of Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 compilation videos for music, so I kind of already know the complete soundtrack of Chrono Trigger. I knew it was incredible, and it definitely is. The battle system, to me, is probably one of the best turn-based battle systems I have ever seen. It feels really simplistic, it's really fast-paced, but it definitely has a strategy, it has a depth. What I really like is that you can do combos with different characters. For example, Chrono and Ayla, they can do a different combo, but if you have Chrono and Frog, you can do other combos. There are even combos that requires 3 of the party members. And I really like that you can sort of mix and match between party members to get different combos. I also really liked that magic was actually strong. I always feel in a lot of RPGs that magic is strong at the beginning, and with some enemies and some bosses you need to use certain magic, but a lot of times, let's be honest, you know, your main character or other characters, they will grow in strength so much that for a lot of these battles, it's just, you know, doing normal attacks or doing a little bit different attacks. But magic to me almost always feels it's kind of tagged on. You don't really need to use it. Where in Chrono Trigger, some of the characters have magical abilities. For example, Chrono has lightning, and then you have lightning and lightning 2. That's it. For Marlene, you have ice and ice 2. You don't have a whole list of magic abilities that you can do. You just have really simplistic ice and ice 2, and it actually feels that that magic is strong. It actually does a huge amount of damage. A lot of times, a lot more than just your standard attacks. So overall, I have to admit, I really, really enjoyed playing Chrono Trigger. It is a fantastic RPG. I probably have not gotten the perfect ending. I did get a good ending, and I've seen one of the bad endings where I got fucked up by the end boss. I also want to mention that, as I said, the game is only 20-25 hours. Somehow I really thought that Suikoden 2 was like a long game. It's not. And I also thought that Chrono Trigger was a really long game. It's not. It's actually really, really small, but it feels like you have gone on this grand adventure. going from this time zone to the other time zone, trying to stop the end of the world. I really, really enjoyed my time playing Chrono Trigger. So to answer the question, is Chrono Trigger one of, if not the best Japanese RPG ever made by the Dream Team? Well, it is definitely up there in my top 10. It really is. Chrono Trigger is one of the best RPGs I have played. However, Suikoden 2 I enjoyed a little bit more. And Final Fantasy to me, especially 7, 9, 10, they are better than Chrono Trigger. I have to admit that. Maybe a little bit of nostalgia talking, but just if I remember, the characters, the storyline, the worlds, I just like these games better than Chrono Trigger. However, as I said, Chrono Trigger is probably in my top 10 best RPGs I've ever played. It is better than Grandia. Grandia was a great game, but I did feel that the dungeons were a little bit too long, a little bit too much stretched out, where in Chrono Trigger it's like perfect. Only the last dungeon was really long, as it should. It's the last dungeon. So leave it in the comments below. Have you played Chrono Trigger? And do you consider Chrono Trigger to be one of, if not the best Japanese RPG you have ever played? Like, share, comment and subscribe. And like always, you're gonna see me next time.